Last we left off, our adventurers were investigating a series of murders that had been occurring on the outskirts of Night Hollow. After speaking to the families of the victims, the groups had learned that each victim would go mad for about 2 weeks prior to heading to a lake to the northeast, before dying in a giant cube of ice. One of the young children said that her dad would speak to a weird-looking invisible man, while everyone else said that their loved one would seem to speak to himself at various times when they thought they were alone. Every murder happened in the middle of the night between Saturday and Sunday, and the group also learned of a name, Seafoot Caltro, whom they learned had died years back. The group had decided to head to the Night Hollow Amphitheater and speak with the Watcher, an old hermit named Titus. They learned that each victim had come to the Night Hollow at strange times throughout the week, usually disturbing Titus to the point where he would run them out of the amphitheater. Titus also led the group to the grave of Seafoot Caltro, whom he buried himself. The group decided to wait it out and see if anyone would visit the grave, while Turkson used Gylfie to scout out the lake to the northeast. Eventually, a figure approached the grave of Seafoot Caltro, a figure that Panoply and Kime knew as the mercenary captain Stump Gettleby. Stump Gettleby said that he had been hearing voices in his head and an urge to visit this grave, much like the voices he was hearing in Casoria. It was at this time that Turxian, through Gylfie's eyes, saw a commoner approach a frozen lake with another figure across the way, holding a blue blade with glowing blue eyes. Turxian then witnessed a robed figure with chains and glowing bright light pouring out from the holes in its robes, emerge from the ice in the lake, and approach the commoner. Turxian saw a blinding bright flash, and then was brought out of his meditative state by Arvin. After telling the group what he saw, the group decided to head to the lake where they found the body of a commoner, completely encased in ice. As the group traversed the lake, they noticed a bright blue light moving from the bottom of the lake up to the surface. Slowly, a robed figure, dripping in ice water with rattling chains and bright blue light pouring out of its robes, emerged from the lake and attacked the group. As the creature fell, it shattered into 1,000 shards of ice, except for its cold, blackened heart, which fell to the ground with a heavy thud, completely encased in ice. And this is where we begin today's session. What would you all like to do?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ice, ice, baby.
Do you think it's over? Like, is that all we have to do?
I mean, I saw a guy standing over on this side of the lake. We should probably see if we can try and find tracks and figure out where he went.
The different one than the frozen guy?
Yeah. Seemed like he was, I don't know if he was controlling this monster or what, but he had this bright blue sword, and only thing I could see of his face were these bright, piercing blue eyes. But he was standing right over here on the shore when the commoner was attacked.
Okay. Well, don't trample around where he was, and I will look.
So if you want to look around, you can either do an investigation check, or survival, or nature, depending upon what you really want to do.
It's saying I still have Bardic Inspiration, but is it... How long does Bardic Inspiration last? A
10
minute?
minutes.
Oh, is it 10 minutes past the end of combat?
No, it's been like 12 seconds.
I choose to be inspired.
26. What kind of roll was that?
Survival?
For some reason it doesn't tell me. You look around the area where Turxian said he saw the figure, which was roughly where Keim's echo is standing. Look around, the grass is completely frostbitten and blackened on the edges. You do see tracks. There are recent tracks where a figure seems to have sunk a little bit into the earth, which meaning when you look at that, what you know is that the figure just stood there a little longer than usual, so the soles of his feet sort of dug into the earth a little bit more than just as if he was walking through. Then you see footprints leading up to where the two stationary footprints are, and footprints leading back up this path here where Gylfie is sort of fluttering about.
Can I also grab the heart from the victim? Or not
Yeah,
the
it
victim,
is.
the dead person.
It is completely encased in ice.
Ooh. Do you have
And
anywhere
the
safe we can... Go ahead.
I was gonna say the heart is also it looks blackened, like either some sort of dark power blackened it. Doesn't necessarily just look like it's blackened from death.
Can I grab it and wrap it up in my sleeping bag?
Yeah.
Is that for the teddy bear?
Tuck it away. Well, I didn't know if we needed something to provide the captain as some sort of evidence for now. I know we haven't completely solved the mystery, but this is something.
That's a good point, actually.
And then I think the body was still, somewhere down here on the edge of the lake on the bottom.
Actually,
Yeah.
wondering if the captain would be interested in doing an autopsy on that heart. See why is it going black, and I guess we could figure out why it's frozen, but why black?
I still think that grave is something weird.
Oh yeah,
Well,
for
we've
sure.
got a lot of things to explore. We got the grave, we got Stump, we got tracks, we got the dead body here.
You want to
Do
just
we-
follow the tracks? I mean, they go cold. Like, if it rains, I'm not going to be able to find these again.
Yeah, we're all here. I think that's probably the wisest decision.
Is anyone hurt badly?
I think we all came out pretty unscathed during that battle. I don't think anybody actually got hurt. So yeah,
Let's do it.
let's
Is
do it.
everybody okay? Turxian, are you okay to keep going?
Yeah, let's go.
So we're checking out this area over here by Gylfie.
I think Panoply was going to try to follow the tracks, but it should go up that way.
If you head up the path, you might find something to move you forward.
Ooh.
Hint, 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 says DM.
Clicking, but nothing's happening.
I know.
Oh, what's going on there?
It says Black Ice Gulley. It sounds fucking awesome.
Stare.
And if we
This
try
journal
moving over, maybe we're clicking you instead of the button. I see that it's a stair. Double click on it.
Practice. How do I...
Looks like there's not a map pen assigned to this entry.
Select targets. How do you guys make the... mark the map?
Let's dumb.
While he's figuring
Hold left
that.
click.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I will have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Well, there's the guy.
Drag us into the new map.
Drag and drop. I did it.
Do I dare to click the icon again?
That's exactly what I was looking to
I
do.
did it. It worked.
Oh no!
But it actually worked
Guys,
going back. Okay, I'm back in.
Come back.
I'm just like, fuck you guys. I'm out.
I see a button and I have to click it.
Guys, did we go through a portal? Where's Kime?
That's so kind.
Did Panoply not appear?
I appeared on my screen with these guys.
Oh, you were hiding behind the echo.
That seems like me.
That's true.
You head up the path and you come into a gully that has various trees, and it's a little bit of swampy ground, and the swampy areas are mostly frozen over. They seem to be melting a little bit, but the ground is still crunchy. And as you know from before, this is late summer in a fairly moderate climate, so this is definitely not natural.
Does it seem like the cold goes in one direction, or is it spread around everywhere?
Spread around everywhere around here.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have Gilfie fly up about 100 feet above us and just keep an eyes out for anything around us.
I'm going to climb up away from everybody else because they're loud and I don't want to sit in a canyon together because that sounds like a terrible idea.
And I presume that the further away we get it away from the lake, the less mist there is.
No.
Still misty.
Yes, very.
Okay. I'm gonna hide behind the echo. Oh no.
Panoply and Gilfie make a perception check. Okay. You two have this weird feeling that you're being watched with your perception check, and the ice that is still fairly solid on the areas of liquid that would be this more swampy area. Every once in a blue moon, you swear that you see something reflect off of the ice, like a shadow or a figure.
Well, Kym is loud and he's crunching all the ice. I know that.
There is even through Kym's crunches and Turxian and Arvin moving around, there's another set of very, very faint crunches.
Am I in complete darkness?
Yeah, technically.
I'm just going to...
Maybe not. There's the sunlight. If you're under a tree, you could obtain complete darkness here.
Oh, is it daytime?
No, it's nighttime, but with the moonlight, I wouldn't say it's complete darkness unless you're under like a canopy.
I'm going
Gotcha.
under this canopy and I'm going to listen very, very carefully. And I'm going to hold very still.
Roll another perception check. Time crunched over, and you heard another crunch, mimicking him up here. You look over to Kime, and you see off of the reflection of the ice here, Arvin. But in the reflection is another figure directly next to Arvin.
Does anybody else see this?
Directly next to Arvin?
Yes. And it has in the reflection of the ice, it's just this strange, pallid-looking creature with these giant claws, and it looks like it is about to reach out to Arvin and attack him.
I'm going to not call out, and I'm going to shoot it.
All right.
I'm
I'd
just
like
humming
everybody to
Vanilla
roll
Ice.
for initiative.
Ice, ice, baby. Some big numbers.
A wide range of numbers. Holy crap.
What's yours, 21, Kime?
Yeah.
Okay. Get a little bit different music going. All right, Panoply has stopped you all from being surprised. Arvin, you see Panoply readying her bow, pointed at you, and you just have this feeling that something is next to you. But you can't see it, even though the token's there. But you have a feeling that there's something directly next to you.
Finally, I knew she was gonna shoot me. It was just a matter of time. Oh, does that mean I get to take an action?
Yes.
Alright, well, you know what? Since I don't know what's going on, we're gonna throw out another Bardic Inspiration onto the field. Mr. Kime. Oh, cool! Did you guys see that?
Yeah, he's inspired.
That's neat. Okay, and can I tell if she's aiming to the west, to the north?
She's aiming,
Like directly at me?
kind of.
Okay.
It looks that way.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna take a step or two back. And...
You feel something swipe at you.
Ah! No! Oh.
And connect.
Ouch. Ouch.
That doesn't look right. What did it do there?
It rolled
Minus
3
12.
dice. That was a lot.
Guessing Foundry did
Oh.
an update because it's
It
doing some cool
w-
stuff now.
It would have had advantage on you. So never mind, that's all correct.
Oh, shit.
Alright, well, that's all I got for my turn.
You still have an action. And now you definitely know something was there.
Well, I know something is there, but can I see it? Is there something to actually attack?
You can use any attack that doesn't require sight. So you could shoot it with a crossbow, it would be at disadvantage.
I need sight for all of my spells and cantrips, though.
Looks like most of them require sight.
Well, shoot. If I can shoot a crossbow, then why the heck not?
Yep, it'll just be at disadvantage because you can't see your target.
Okay, so I can't actually target anything either. I can just...
You should be able to see a token, right?
Nope. Oh, maybe I do. The thing on the rock? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You do not hear it connect.
Alright, now my turn is over.
Alright, Kime. Roll a perception check for me. You saw the reflection in the ice here of what happened up here, so you know that there's a creature basically up there.
But I can't see it. I just know it's up there.
You can see it in the reflection, but when you look up there, you can't see anything.
Is it dark? Like, hard for people to see, or is it just a fog that's too much for people?
It's dark and foggy, but you could see Arvin perfectly fine when you looked up there.
Okay. Light
You
probably
can
wouldn't
only
be
see
beneficial.
this creature when you look in the reflection.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna have my echo fly over and try to watch the reflection. And like, do I see my echo in a reflection?
Yes.
All right. I want to swipe at the direction of whatever that is
Clever.
using my echo.
You can make an attack and it's a normal attack, no disadvantage. And you know that the blade connected.
Nice. And I'm gonna end my turn there.
That'd be weird to swing a sword and not know if you're gonna hit something.
Gilfie's turn.
Okay. I said she's 100 feet up there, didn't I? She only has 60 feet. So she's going to basically, she'll dash to get over here and end her turn.
Just like floating in the air,
Yeah.
about 10 feet or so.
Yep.
Okay. Panoply. You saw the echo swing, and you definitely saw its blade like stop in air and saw blood come out. And when you look at that reflection, you can see the echo next to something, this like drab, smooth-skinned humanoid in the reflection.
Do I roll normally? When I
You
shoot?
can. Yep.
I feel like it's a favored foe kind of night.
You see your arrow sticking into something that's invisible, and then the arrow falls to the ground, but sits like a good 8 inches off of the ground as if it's embedded in something.
I
Can you see the reflection of something that died?
Yes.
I'm gonna listen again. Like, I'm just staying under that tree and just like, is there anything else?
You hear a series of 3 more crunches.
Near me or else? Other.
You know there's one here. Ish. And then the rest are just further beyond Kime.
I would like to try and shoot the one nearest to me, and I am gonna, after I shoot, I will call out. So I take my secondary shot, I think, on my first turn.
Alright, you're Dread Ambusher. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I will do this for you.
And this is at disadvantage, I think.
Yep. You should see the token.
Shit, I rolled normal. Let me roll again. Okay, just was one less.
And I believe that receives the Dread Ambusher damage, right?
Yes. Which is a feature. It's a feature, yes.
Anvil.
Very nice.
And I will call out, there's several more.
And you just see an arrow sticking out into something invisible. By just using the sounds of the crunches, you get a really good idea of where that one is, and just a really solid hit.
I'm gonna move toward the group slightly.
Okay.
Is this also a bush I can hide under?
Yes.
Okay. I'm done.
It has advantage because it is invisible. It
18 hits.
barely hits Kime. Kime is resistant to necrotic damage.
Did it already have it?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, only part of the attack is necrotic, but yeah.
That kind of stings.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And more crunches coming toward you. Arvin, you're pretty sure something just went by you, but you can't see it.
By me where? By me on which side?
There.
Okay. Went by me or is by me?
Went by you. Turksine, your turn. You can make a perception check if you want to.
Actually, I don't think one was close to me.
You're not entirely sure. You do see an arrow, one of Panoply's arrows, like floating in the air right here, but you're unable to see the reflection.
Okay.
So if you attack it, you'll just be at disadvantage.
And that's the only one I have any idea where it might be?
Yes.
I don't hear. Okay, great.
With the 9, nothing else.
No problem. Alright, in that case, I'm going to cast Firebolt at the arrow. I don't think I have. My Bardic Inspiration's probably gone, or do I still have it?
It lasts 10 minutes, you still have it.
I'm going to use it then. Oh, thank God I got a 6 on that.
Woohoo! Hits.
Nice.
You see that arrow drop to the ground and like awkwardly hover above the ice.
Then I'm going to move. How high are the cliffs that I'm around?
So where you are, they're about 10 feet high. Closer over here, the ground is even, and then over here it's like 5 feet, and then even.
What about like here-ish?
It'd be about 10 feet.
So I need like an athletics check to climb it, or
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll move 5 feet and try and climb up it.
You could either do an athletics check to maintain normal speed, or I think you can just climb and it's half your speed.
Oh, I'll just do that then. I won't even bother worrying about it. All right,
It's
so
not a exactly scary climb.
okay, so then I can move like another 5 feet then, because 10 feet up
Mhm.
would be 20 feet.
Yep.
So I'll just move another 5 feet diagonal, take advantage of it, and end my turn.
Arvin, it is your turn. You can make a perception check if you want to.
Okay. I do want to make a perception check.
Okay. You do see another reflection down by Kime. It's not the best reflection though, so you would still have disadvantage on the shot. And you're pretty sure that there's something right here, but there's no reflection around to see.
Okay.
So basically you could disadvantage shoot over here. I'll give you, like, your spells that can see can attack this creature, but anything that requires it to hit is at disadvantage.
That's fine. I'm trying to look at my character sheet to see if I have anything useful. I'm just thinking if I want to make this visible, if I can throw something on it, but if I just throw dirt or something, I don't think that would really stick, right? Just kind of bounce off of whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, I could tell where it is at that moment that I see it, but it wouldn't make it visible.
not with dirt.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything on my character. Panoply's the only one just carrying around bags of flour or salt or something.
Salt would work pretty well.
Something, you know? I'm just trying to think of anything I could throw at it. Or I'm bleeding. Can I just splash some of my blood around? Jeez. Okay. Kime, did you use your Bardic Inspiration already?
I did, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna throw that back on you. Yay! That makes me so happy every time I hear that. And man, I can't really do anything. Look at my healing spell here really quick. No, I'm just gonna end my turn. I can't do anything.
You don't want to move?
I want to stay by the echo. And I don't know if that thing is right next to me. I don't want to incur another opportunity attack.
True.
So, I'm going to stay put.
Okay. Kime, it is your turn. You can make a perception check. Nine. You cannot see the reflection, but you are fairly certain that there's a creature next to you. So if you wanted to attack it, it would just be an attack at disadvantage.
You know what? I'll do it at disadvantage.
Hit him.
I end the turn, hold on.
Well, when you roll like that for disadvantage.
Atta baby. Ah.
You felt your blade connect.
And I'm gonna move my echo. Is this square clear?
Yep.
Okay, I wanna stay there and end my turn.
Okay. Gylfie's turn.
Does Gylfie have the option to make a perception check?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright. Gylfie is fairly certain there's something right here. And Gylfie can see this creature here off of the reflection.
Okay.
Come on, somebody.
Gylfie is going to fly at the one she can see. Oh, I don't want to do that. And call as she flies into it using the help action on Panoply, and then make her way back this way. That will end her turn.
Alright. Panoply, it's your turn. Roll perception. Alright. Clear as day, you can see this creature off the reflection. So with Gylfie's help, you will have advantage on any attacks against that creature.
I choose advantage. Yay. I'm gonna shoot it. Shoot it good. You must target a token. Yes, yes. Ooh, boom, baby. And can I favored foe it?
Sure.
Do you need to?
I mean, you gotta make sure it's dead, right? So do I roll both of those as criticals, or just the
Nope.
one?
Both of them.
It's so dead.
It disappeared.
Damn.
It was already invisible. Now it's just...
Poked full of arrows.
yeah. You saw in the reflection that arrow just went through its orbital and almost like caved in the eye socket. With your perception check, you also know there's no reflection to see off of, but you hear another crunch up there.
Arvin, I think there's another one near you.
Yep. Thank you.
Anything else on your turn?
No. That's fine.
Got an echo shield.
You had an echo shield.
Oh no.
Rude.
You are fairly certain there is something directly next to you. Turxian, your turn.
Okay. I'm taking. I heard Panoply shout about being next to Arvin.
Yep.
Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if I? Well, actually, I don't need to. With what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call out to Arvin, and all of a sudden there's this whirling, almost like tornado-like thing around Arvin as he gets swallowed up. And if he's willing, he doesn't need to make a con save. If he's not willing, he will.
What the deuce is going on?
Do you trust me or not?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Then Arvin is going to teleport. Let's put him right next to Panoply. 50 feet.
Ah!
Which you don't actually know that Panoply is there other than she yelled.
Sure.
Am I really dizzy?
You're not sure you're in Kansas anymore. Anything else on Turksine's turn?
Nope, that is it.
Arvin, it is your turn. Make a perception check. All right. You can see in the ice, the reflection there, you can see a figure standing up on that hill where you were just standing.
Nice. Oh, I closed that out. I don't know why it threw.
Good thing.
Oh, I see. The vortex orb. Got it. Yeah.
I hit close and it still rolled.
So you can attack that creature normal.
Okay, and I can use spells or cantrips?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna use Vicious Mockery as my cantrip.
Fails.
Ha! Take that. And I can't hear anything around me?
Nope.
Okay, I'm chill then. That's good.
Kaim, your turn. You know there's something up top. You can make a perception check if you want to.
First, well, it doesn't matter. I'll do a perception check.
Dang.
All right, you see that creature up there through the reflection down by where you are.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action Echo. Safe spot. Yep. Move him up 5 feet and attack. No, I'll end it here.
Gilfie's turn.
Okay. Gilfie will make her perception check.
She's already noted where that thing was before, so I'll say she knows where it is.
Okay. She's going to fly directly above it and caw, giving the help action for Panoply, and then fly off.
All right, Panoply. You've already seen this thing, so advantage on your attack.
Before I do that, I'm gonna move right next to Arvin, and you suddenly hear somebody whisper in your ear, "If you cast light over here, I will end you."
Oh, what the? You're getting teleported. People are popping up around me. Pets' heads are falling off.
Oh fuck! I have
Yeah.
advantage. Thank God! Thank God! Oh God!
Wait, can you look over me and I'm lighting a cigarette or something?
Oh shit!
Either
Good
one of those would have hit it.
Okay. Apparently, pressing control does that.
So you see Gilfie like hover over Ka, an arrow shoot where the Ka came from, and then an arrow just stick into thin air and fall to the ground. Let's take a moment to listen. Don't really hear anything. Pretty sure you're safe.
Out of curiosity, was that necrotic that popped up just a type of damage, or is that a long-lasting something?
That was just a type of damage.
Okay.
Death magic damage.
I didn't know if I was poisoned or something.
Nope. You just felt, along with the stabbing of claws, some extra dark damage hit you.
Ow.
I'm going to immediately, like, those seemed like a diversion. I'm going to hiss at Arvin, hold still, tell the others too. And I'm going
I'm moving. Jeez.
to make a circle to try and find any other sign of passage through here.
Okay. Roll whichever you prefer, survival, nature, investigation.
Oh, it's always going to be survival with those choices.
What was that total? 16? Okay.
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, you find 0 tracks related to whatever these invisible creatures are, even though you have found their bodies through touch. They remain invisible, and they feel like these just smooth-skinned humanoids.
Are they cold?
They're cold. When you roll them up against the ice, you can see their dead body reflect off of the ice. You do find another pair of tracks, though, and they lead up this way up here.
There's more. That was just... He's trying to stall us, or she, whatever it is. And I'm going to cast Goodberry and... Who looks sad? Both Kaim and Arvin.
Mostly Arvin. Kaim's a little...
Hey, I may look injured, but I'm not sad. I'm jolly.
Look pretty sad right now.
I'm
And
fine.
so that healed you for 1.
Thank you.
Still going to give Kaim 5 because he's my cousin, and you're a butthole sometimes. And
He looked like he was in a lot worse
So you
shape.
can heal. You have 4 more good berries you can choose to heal yourself with. Like, just add 4 more points. And Kaim, you can choose to heal yourself 5.
How much damage did I take?
I think 8.
I'll heal the full 5.
Do you know how to do that, or do you want me to do it?
I got it.
Are you healing another 4, Arvin?
Oh, I thought I was getting 1. He was getting 5.
No, there's 10
total.
total. So I split them evenly, even though you look shittier.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, you
Right.
got it right when I was gonna.
I'll spit the seeds out at Arvin's feet.
So even though it's called good berries, her good berry spell are mushrooms.
Little creative
I'll
mushrooms.
spit the stems at Arvin's feet.
Wow. Are we gonna make the same Gorillon mistake? Are we just charging right in, or are we gonna sit back and think about this?
I mean, those weren't very powerful.
Yeah, those weren't, but was the thing that brought them to us?
Are you scared?
I'm prudent.
It's just you can't track things after a while, you know? It's like you have to do it while there's an opportunity.
All right.
You gotta get some muscle on those bones. Can't run away after every fight.
Ooh.
Build up some endurance.
Don't listen to Kaim. He's stupid about fights.
Hey, he survived this long. He's doing something right.
Only because he had mushrooms.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Panoply, lead the way.
Okay. I will go forward slightly ahead of the group, trying to find...
If I cast light on her, would she know I casted it?
It's a dex check, and I am always thinking you're going to cast light on me. You doing it?
No. One day.
You better wait till I'm sleeping.
I think Gilfie's doing her best to fly near Panoply and help look for tracks.
Does the button work?
Yeah, it works. It works.
What the deuce?
Can I tell if the tracks go to one door or the other?
They go through this door. And what you see here is a cave in the hillside, carved out a mix of natural and then hand-carved stone. To the right is a smaller path that leads to a single door. In front of you is a double door with runes and engravings that glow the same blue color as that cold light walker that you killed that emerged from the lake. It is very, very cold around here, and there's that same cold mist that just seeps into all the cracks, and you can see your own breath each time you breathe in and out. It just gets colder and colder the closer you go towards this cave, this tomb in this hillside. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Break time.
Are there any lights in this cavern?
You don't see any.
Is it cold enough to impair dexterity or movement?
Nope. But it's probably too cold to take a rest. Without creating a fire.
Is it cold just when going north to the double doors or also to the east?
To both of them. Closer you get, the colder it gets.
What do you think? Should we set up a fire?
I mean, we could always back out of here if we needed to rest.
Does it look well worn, like this is a place that's frequented? Like is there a space worn in the steps or anything like that?
Mm-hmm. Roll another survival check. There are a good amount of footprints leading up to the door. Probably half dozen.
Same footprints or different people's footprints?
Probably a half dozen different footprints.
I tell this to the group. There's 6 of some things.
So the question is whether we're going to be okay if the cold's going to get way worse if we move ahead. If we can stand it, it's not like we can easily just transport fire around to keep us warm.
We could just... I mean, now we know where the den is. We could come back with reinforcements and furs, maybe?
We could. I mean, we'd always go forward too to see how much we can stand. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it gets way worse and we need to back out. Could always explore the other side of the cave too.
I'm personally okay to explore more. I only took a small hit, so
Yeah, I'm pretty well off too. I'm okay venturing forward if everyone else is.
Do we want to be careful and just kind of... Like, I could go first and peek a little?
Again, are we heading straight toward the door or to the east?
I mean, I don't mind the idea. We should know it's to the east, just so we don't get surprised.
before we go, I would like to get closer to that door and kind of look at the runes.
Okay.
I'm not going in though. I just want to see if I recognize it or just try to memorize it at least.
Kirsian might know more as well.
In case we see it again next time somewhere else.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check if you want. Without the check, though, you do see written in common, sort of above the door, that is just written Tomb of the Revenant.
Does that name mean anything to me?
No. I mean, you know that a Revenant is, like, theoretically something that has returned?
Just because it's been a little while, the grave that we were camping out at was it was exhumed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the writing appear to be new or
It's old.
it's old?
but there's the writing in Covenant that essentially says Tomb of the Revenant, and then there are arcane symbols around the door.
I'd like to see if I recognize them or I can decipher them.
Okay, make an Arcana check. Looking at them, once upon a time, these were arcane symbols that were sort of a warding spell to keep the doors shut, but it looks like they no longer work.
Can you guys tell a noticeable difference in temperature just from like the entrance of the cave up to there, or is it just cold everywhere?
It gets a little bit colder as we go further in. But it looks like whatever warding was placed around this door is now defunct. I don't think we have anything to really worry about these sigils here.
I wonder what it was sealing, or what it's trying to keep out.
Good question.
Panoply staying very determinedly back from that.
What do you guys say? Move forward through the door, or you guys want to go around the side?
Say head to the east.
The fact that there's 6 tracks and not 1 is giving me pause. Plus, we can find this place again. I know I could.
Well, what we could do, if you want to take a few minutes, I can put a alarm here on the side tunnel, and then I'll know if anybody comes down it, so we can at least be aware if anybody's going behind us.
It would make
Are there-
sense if we knew we were going in for sure.
Are there tracks going this way at all?
A couple here and there, but not like the front door.
Is there any, like if I examine the door quietly from the outside, is there any writing or anything similar to what they were talking about?
There's arcane symbols on it, but they look like the others, kind of like dull.
Turxian, would you take a look at these?
Sure.
I step back a little bit.
Check them out.
Is it anything different than the other door?
Looks the same.
Yeah, I mean, it looks the same. It looks like whatever magic was here has been, disabled, no longer operational. Like I said, if you guys give me 10 minutes, if we're worried about anything coming, as long as this cave isn't more than a mile long, I'll know if anything comes down this hallway.
Seems prudent.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll spend 10 minutes pulling out some silver wire and a tiny bell and stretching it across these steps here.
Okay.
And I'll set it to a mental alarm. So as long as I'm within a mile of it, any tiny or larger creature that enters that area will let me know. And I'm just going to, just in case Kime decides to stumble over here while I'm doing it, I won't alert myself if any of our party crosses it.
Sounds good.
you guys doing anything in that 10 minutes? Or happy to move on?
Nope, just watching you do your magic.
I'm just gonna sit and stare at you.
Rubbing my hands together. How cold are we talking here? Is it just uncomfortable cold? Do we need a coat?
It's below freezing.
Oh, jeez.
Are there hinges on the doors that we can see?
Yeah.
I mean, how long you guys want to be trooping around in this cold? Because it's freezing.
Can I rub? I have soap. Can I rub soap on the hinges to try and make them not squeaky if we open these doors?
Sure.
I mean, I watch, Turxian for about 30 seconds before my character is bored and wants to do something, so she's going to spend it rubbing soap on the hinges.
You're gonna rub some on Kime's armpits while you're at it.
Why do
Hey,
you think
now.
he smells like that?
What else are you guys doing once the doors are soaped and the alarm is set?
Well,
Ready.
we set the alarm. We gotta move forward.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
I'm gonna recommend if it start getting even colder, though, I don't know how much longer we're gonna want to move ahead. Especially if it becomes debilitating.
Is the floor slippery at all, like wet or icy, or is it just like stone? Cold stone?
It's just cold stone.
Okay.
Stone cold. There are 4 sarcophagi in this room. 3 of them are cracked open, and there is a cold blue pulse coming out of those 3.
Everything is normal.
I'll walk over and examine it a bit more.
Okay. As you examine it, you notice that in the sarcophagus there is what remains of a robed body, its chest broken open,
Gross.
and that's about it. It's also frozen over. So, sort of encased in ice.
Do I recognize the body? Like, are they from Night Hollow? Could I tell if they were from Night Hollow?
It kind of just looks like a skeleton in a black cloak with chains.
So, guys, we have 3 open sarcophagi, and 1 that's not. I'm gonna do it.
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
No way we can stop you.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Kime pushes open the sarcophagus, and you notice that there's nothing inside of it.
Dun dun dun.
Is the one to my right frozen?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a handful of that salt and sprinkle it on it.
Sprinkling salt on what?
Sounds good.
It's encased in ice. That's what you do with icy stuff, right? You put salt on it, it melts it.
If you want to melt it, what are you trying to melt?
Just, just a handful.
Just because?
Because I got all this salt, man. It's kind of heavy. I'm starting to think twice about that decision.
The Time's charging in. Still cold?
You hear voices that way, Kime.
I'm gonna investigate.
Any noticeable difference in temperature? We still just normal cold?
It's like around 0 degrees.
Not like dropping even more though.
No, just 0.
Okay. Just cold.
Kaim, you hear voices and you see light from that way, and when you turn the corner, you do see a couple robed figures.
I'm gonna pop back out and try to listen, so they don't see me.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
God damn it.
Is that like super disadvantage or?
No, just because you're wearing clinkety clink. Turksian, on the door you just passed through, you notice the same warding runes, but they're also defunct.
Can't help but shake the feeling we're losing all of our really good rolls.
Okay, they didn't notice you. What you hear sounds like somebody reciting something. He's, without going further in, there sounds like there's somebody speaking further in that room. And you hear something about a Revenant and his 9 faithful.
Is it just one person chanting?
I'm gonna wave over the group and tell them to like come over to me, but not to pass me. And I'll whisper to them, do you guys want to ambush them, charge in, question them? It's really odd that they're doing this.
I mean, we don't really know anything about them.
Also, we just heard there were 9 of them?
I
Or
only
9
saw
plus 1?
I only saw 2. I can't see any farther without exposing myself.
You realize there are things that exist that you can't see.
You hear the voice again. The vassal must be ready for the Revenant to rise again, for the 9 faithful are nearly ready.
And just from the sound of that, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going.
Alright.
Halt! What you guys doing?
Should we just run?
I guess
Kinda
with
dead.
that, we will have everybody roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
You just hear like a string of various language curse words from Panoply under her breath.
God damn it, here we go.
Wow.
Better have initiative, man. You just charged in there.
Yeah, it's my second crit initiative.
You all see Kaim, Leroy Jenkins into the room. Kaim, as you run into the room, there are benches with 4 robed figures upon them, and upon an altar reading from a book is a older figure with one of his eyes glowing blue with this bluish fire.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Do you need a doctor, sir? Can you guys call a
It is
doctor?
your turn.
How many people you see in there, Kaim?
I'm gonna yell, what are you 5 doing here?
Oh,
And I'm going to end it there. I don't want to attack them just yet, unless they attack me. Actually-
Basically, as you ran in and yelled that, The 4 robed figures pull blades from underneath their robes and look at you.
Oh, with that said, then I'm gonna pull my blade out. Shit. Okay.
All 4 of them wear masks, and underneath their masks are bright blue eyes.
Wow. You all need doctors. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action echo. And place them actually right here. And I gotta get out the way from you guys. So I'll move up 15 feet towards the middle. God, this is gonna hurt.
You're going right in the middle of everybody, huh?
And I'll just attack the one
I
closest
mean,
to the door.
If you stand... Oh well, removed.
If it was a smart move, he's not gonna make it.
I just feel like if you're in the choke point, they can't all charge you.
I can only be smart once per campaign, or once per session.
Oh, did you already waste that? Okay.
Yeah, the reflections.
Damn it.
Well, swing away.
Oh, I love that video.
Oh, that fits? Whoa.
You swing at one of the robed cultists who wears this mask, and underneath his mask are these bright blue eyes. And as your blade runs him through and you pull your blade back out, as he falls to the ground and dies, his corpse freezes in this, not quite a block of ice, but just instantly consumed by ice.
Okay, well, I am going to end my turn there. And I'll give the others room to jump in here if they want to.
All right. One of the cultists, drawing his blade, swings at Kime. Misses. Panoply, you saw Kime run into a room. You hear the clashing of swords.
You hear her she's cursing away. Like, you're stupider than Ben's asshole. Is it
So delicately.
light in that room?
In the room where you are, it is not.
Does it appear to have a light source, like torches flickering or anything?
Yeah, further in the room.
Duck! I'm just gonna fire right by Arvin's ear.
I'm gonna remove this one since it's hard to see the skull.
Come on, that one. Let's go. Hit Arvin.
Oh no.
You are in darkness, so technically it's with advantage.
Okay, this will be
Start
tough.
making every temple completely filled with light.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, that's my first turn. So, boom! Again! Okay, I have to roll again, and then I add Dread Ambush, right? Yep.
Correct.
Yes. Whew. Well, I Just fire straight through his face.
And just like the last one, as the arrow goes straight through his face, as you put it, he drops to the floor and immediately turns his body completely consumed by ice.
I am hating Kime so heavily right now. I shove past Arvin.
Ah.
And get like just inside the room, even though it's light.
Okay. Arvin, it is your turn.
All right, I'll take a couple steps in. And is there any discernible difference between the two cultists standing next to Kime and the one back far away?
The one back far away does not wear a mask, has one eye that seems to glow with a blue fire, and he looks like an old, scraggly man.
Old scraggly man. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, like I said, move up, and I'm going to cast Aid on Kime.
I believe aid targets multiple people.
At higher level, Aid target's hit points increases by an additional 5 for each slot above 2. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Oh.
So
I
cast
can
it
do
again,
without
but
using a spell slot or something.
yeah, click the don't consume spell slot button.
Cool. Okay. So 3 creatures, that was the 3 up here. Each target's hit point maximum and current goes up by 5 for the duration.
Yep, looks like it worked.
And that would be it.
Gilfy.
Gilfy is going to move 10, 35, 20, 25 feet into the room, and, or I was gonna say it's all 60 there, room, and she'll use the help action on this cultist for, I think, Kime.
Okay. The older looking one with the crazy eye casts Ray of Frost at Kime through that eyeball. Did that do anything?
Mm-mm. Does it not do an attack roll?
It was supposed to. Well, we're going to just roll a d20. $22 hits, Kime.
That does.
Ow!
Good grief.
Okay, Kaim takes 16 frost damage.
Oh.
And I need you to make a strength check. Oh, wait, nope. Not yet. You are restrained. So your speed becomes 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage, and other creatures have advantage against you. You can break the restrained, as essentially your feet are frozen in place. You can break it by using an action to make a strength check.
Okay. On my turn, though.
Correct. Turxian, it is your turn.
Okay. 30 feet. He can't see anything, so he will just dash 10 feet, 20 feet, 5 feet, 30 feet, and end his turn.
Okay. Why do I seem to be missing a cultist?
I hate it when I misplace my cultists.
Oh no, it's because you killed them. Okay. Alright, this one is going to attack at Kaim with advantage because you're frozen in place, but it doesn't matter. Kaim, it is your turn.
He's gonna look down at his feet, look at the 2 cultists right next to him, and just attack him.
Now, you can also attack through your echo, and your echo would not have disadvantage.
Oh, I get disadvantage on my attacks?
You get disadvantage on your attacks, but the echo won't have disadvantage. Yeah, they get
And-
advantage on you, and you have disadvantage on your attacks.
And Gylfie was helping me against this target? So that would be a normal roll?
Correct.
Can't let your echo have all the fun.
I know. Alright, my echo is gonna attack this one.
Once again, turns to ice.
And let's risk it. I'm gonna have my echo move over to the old guy. And I guess this one gets to take an opportunity attack.
Does it get them against the echo? I don't think so.
I could triple check on that, but outside of that, that is my turn.
Oh. Panoply, your turn.
Where are the light sources?
This statue, and there's technically one on that statue.
And eyeballs.
You see Panoply does not raise her bow, but calls out in a strange language and clenches her fist, and I'm using thaumaturgy to dim the lights for a minute.
Does it turn them off or just dim them?
It only says dim, I can't do the full turn off.
Okay.
I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. I'm choosing dim.
Make them purple.
You can be fancy, Bard. I just want them lowered.
Alright, they're at half.
Panoply uses the dimmer switch.
And you're correct. It does not provoke an opportunity attack.
Cool. Is that Panoply's turn?
Yes. Do I feel like I'm in darkness now?
Yes.
Sweet. I do move away from the others. I already moved, so I'm good.
Arvin, your turn.
My turn. Just checking to see what I have available. I'm gonna target the leader in the back and use Vicious Mockery.
He succeeds with a nat 20.
Oh man. Back up a step. And my turn is done.
Gilfie's turn.
Okay. Gylfie is going to fly at this cultist and use the help action for Turksian, and then fly back into the corner.
Alright, the Mr. Coltman is going to Ray of Frost Turksian. I'm just going to use its Chill Touch because it does the same amount of damage.
Use shield.
So that would miss.
I think so. Let me double check.
I don't think I have Mage Armor on you. I'm assuming you would have cast Mage Armor earlier.
Yeah.
Just take that. If you haven't taken that spell slot off, take that off.
Cool.
Yeah, because your AC would be 20. Okay, cool. Actually, seeing that fail, he slams his fist on the wall behind him, and a door opens. Kaim, you'll get an attack of opportunity with your Echo. I'll leave him right here.
Hit him.
It's a big hit. I can't do the other door, but as soon as he passes through the door, that door shuts. Turksian, your turn.
Okay. Turksian is going to cast Firebolt at the cultist. And then he is going to move up over here and end his turn.
Okay. That cultist is going to make an attack with advantage on Kaim. Super effective. Kaim, your turn. You are still restrained.
I'm gonna break the ice.
Okay, strength check. You succeed.
Nice. And I'm not really fearing this guy, so I'm just gonna... Shit, can I jump over that altar?
Yeah. Let's make an athletics check.
Are you kidding me?
So you can jump over it, but you won't get the rest of your movement.
Okay, so I stop at 25.
Yeah, let me move you because there's an invisible wall there.
Yep. And this guy can swipe at me.
You notice there is a essentially a brick in the wall that is extended outward right next to you.
Can I use an action to press it or push it?
You had to use your action to break through the ice.
Okay, then that'll end my turn.
Okay. Panoply, your turn.
Panoply is going to dash action and try and return to the room with the sarcophagi.
Bye.
Okay. You see this door is still shut.
And by the way, I don't know if you want to, but you can take an opportunity attack on me.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
It's done so well at hitting you.
Worth a try.
He knew.
And I'm just gonna I'm not readying an action technically, but I'm just like waiting to see if he comes around.
Okay. Arvin, your turn.
Let's try to finish this guy off.
Okay.
The vicious mockery.
That's neither charmed nor frightened. Okay.
Very good.
They say words can't kill you.
And I can't quite make it all the way. Okay, I don't know how to actually move, so.
Alright, Gilfy.
Kelvy's gonna fly up here, but that'll end her turn.
Alright, on the opposite side of that door, Kaim, you hear another door open.
Oh my god.
And then you hear it shut.
He's getting away.
Turksine, your turn.
Hit the button, hit the button.
Turksine will come over here, try and get over here next to Kaim and see if he can't find anything to open the door, if there's any seam or latch or anything.
Yeah, you notice there's like a brick that's sort of 2 inches out from the wall.
Okay, I'm going to pull it or press it or do something.
Okay, you press it, that door opens.
Okay. Then let's see further. I guess I will spend the rest of my movement trying to make it down the hall.
Okay.
And I think that's about as far as I can get.
Alright, as your turn ends, Kaim, you see that brick push back out and the door shuts.
Well, shit.
Kaim, your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go to the switch and I'm gonna hold it open and give Arvin a chance to get in there.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to spend an action to get through. So I'm just holding the brick. I'm the doorman.
You can feel it pushing back, but it's not very strong, and you keep it pushed in. Panoply, your turn.
I'm listening to them, but I'm still waiting for something to come out this door just in case. So I'm just holding. I will, this time, officially ready in action, pointing at the door up these stairs.
Okay.
If something emerges that's not my party, I will shoot it.
Sorry, I
Sounds
will
good.
move the echo in as part of my end of my turn.
Okay, Arvin. What's your speed? Yeah,
I've moved 20 so far, and is there something I can depress here as well?
yeah, it'll take. So moving through what's his face, Turxian, is technically 10 feet, but that door just pushes open.
Okay. Boom. And then was that an action to knock it open?
No, you get one free interaction per turn,
Okay.
so you have an action left.
And I have line of sight on
Yep,
that dude down there.
sure do.
Okay. Casting hold person on him.
Ooh. Oh, he failed.
Hey, let's go.
Barely. He got a 14.
Oh. Turns over.
Gilfy.
Okay. 15, 40. Did she see him?
She would have saw him when she moved through. Oops. Moved through like Arvin's spot. He's right here.
Okay. Come here, and she's going to use the help action on Kime, if he can get over here. That will end her turn.
Okay. His turn. Hold person. At the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom saving throw. So essentially, its turn is over, but now it gets another saving throw. Okay, so it succeeded, but its turn is over. So it's just standing there. Turxian, your turn.
Okay, Turkson's gonna move 30 feet into the room. And he is going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on him.
Nice.
Damn.
Fails.
So he gets either a movement, an action, or a bonus, but only one of the three.
Kime, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna have the echo move 30 feet. Ooh. Actually, can I? Nah, it's too late. I'll stay where I am. I'm gonna bonus action teleport.
The macro might be broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
Here. Ta-da!
And he's 10 feet, so I can't throw my axe at him. So
Still have 15 feet of movement after teleporting.
yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'll move up 5 feet and I'll swipe at him.
Okay.
think you're at advantage too.
Yes, Gilfie gave you help. So advantage on your Sword attack.
I'm in targeting issues, sorry. And I'm going to action surge and attack again.
All right. And just like the others, as he dies, he turns into ice.
That was close. He almost got away.
Did I recognize any of the cultists as the one who was standing by the side of the lake, by the way?
None of them had a blue blade.
I'm going to head back and see if I can find Panoply.
We see a door here. I think it connects.
Hey,
I almost shoot you, but don't.
we took care of business while you were off gallivanting around. I think your cousin just opened the door, actually, if you want to join everybody.
Is there more in here?
Not that we noticed. Not yet, anyway. Come join us.
I am having trouble moving.
Well, it's probably because it's cold.
Kaim is just scoping out this big room here.
Was there anything on the body? Or just icicles?
Yeah, so on the bodies that you can still pick off of their frozen corpses,
I'll sprinkle salt on all of them.
you find on the cultists a grand total from the generic cultists 4 silver pieces and 16 copper pieces. From Crazy Eye, you find 8 gold pieces. His eyeball is now detached from his skull and just looks like a crystallized blue flame, almost like a jewel or something like that. You find a journal on him, and in his pocket is another gem, but you don't recognize that gem. And then on the altar was a book.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
A book.
In the room you all are in, there are 5 sarcophagi, all broken, all glowing blue, all with the same skeletal figure in black robes and rattling or frozen chains and ice in the tomb.
And it's still very, very cold in here. It's not warming at all.
No, it's roughly around 0 degrees. And there is a body in the corner over there, which looks like it has been there for quite some time. Very, very frozen. And then, of course, there's a door here. Turksine, you notice on these doors, before Kaim opened them, they had the same warding runes that were defunct. This door over here has the same warding runes that look defunct.
Great. So, looks like we found 9 sarcophagi. I think they said the 9 were almost ready, 8 of which were busted out. So maybe that's what they were talking about?
What does it mean that they were broken open? Was there a body in there before and it broke out? But the one that wasn't broken was empty.
Make an investigation check.
Kirksian? He's an investigator.
So you notice that the parts of the sarcophagi that were broken, they're pretty large and they're broken from the outside. Outside going in. You also do notice this figure over here. He's wearing sort of scholarly robes, and while he's frozen in his hands, he clutches another book.
Tarxian.
Books.
Over here where Kaim is at, he's actually just gonna grab this book. He wants to take it over to Turxian, but he notices that there's 9 placeholders or something here. Is there anything significant about that?
Maybe.
What do you
Okay.
mean placeholders?
The altar itself.
Sorry.
Guessing there's nothing in them, but I'm gonna grab the book and take it over to Turxian.
Does this door have any warding runes?
Yes, but they look like the rest of them, where they don't work.
Is there any light in this room?
Oh, that door shuts, and I think your echo goes away.
Yeah, it does.
What was that, Panoply?
Is there light in this room?
Just from the 5 sarcophagi.
Wait, where'd you go? Did you go south?
It was kind of right where you were standing just a second ago, like where we, like, do you see where Gilfie is?
Oh, there was a pillar in the way. Okay, yep.
Do you guys want to be really quiet and I'll open it and see?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it dark in this hallway?
It is. As you open it, you do get a waft of sort of old wood and a slight smell of alcohol.
I'm just gonna like whisper real quick, like 1 moment, and I'm gonna stealth into this hallway and just see.
Like
It's like-
rubbing alcohol or drinking alcohol?
Drinking.
Oh, hell yeah. How far does it go out? Smell?
As soon as the door opens, you can get a waft of it. Panoply, what you see are a bunch of cracked casks with essentially a slush inside of them.
Gross.
Since
Nothing
it's
wrong with
alcohol, it's not completely frozen, but it has been in here for quite a long time, and it has basically turned into slush.
So you're saying it's moonshine?
If it was that potent, it wouldn't be slush.
Isn't that how they make moonshine? Is you freeze off the like part of the water portion?
You distill it. Yeah.
Goddamn, I need to be from Tennessee and know this shit.
Make some
There's a
burp.
TV show you can watch. Anyways,
I come
yeah,
back and report. Like it seems to be an old, like I don't know, was this a monastery at one point? Like, do monks make beer? Wine? Something.
Turk, seen as Kaim hands you a book, and the one guy has a journal, and then there's the frozen guy up there. The book that Kaim hands you, just flipping through it, looks like some like cult Bible, essentially. And then his journal is sort of just a bunch of... if you're a religious person, it would essentially be a bunch of heretical writings.
The guy that's frozen up here?
That guy's... what he has also looks like a journal. It's not completely written, and just reading through the first couple pages, there aren't a lot of pages that are written. It almost looks like a journal of his adventures as he is trying to discover what this tomb is in relation to voices he has been hearing. He calls them whispers in the darkness, something about the keeper of secrets. He says it speaks in riddles and yearns for more. It wishes to escape. There's a bunch of gibberish then written. Very much looks like it's written in riddles too. Almost the writings of a mad person. Then later in his book, there's a passage that says, "Yet there is another voice, a more direct voice. A man betrayed but escaped death, now wishes to control those who are dead. He speaks in the darkness to the keeper of secrets. He also yearns for something he believes that the darkness can provide, something that he believes is rightfully his." And there's just a bunch of ramblings about voices, something about the Night Hollow Amphitheater, and that voices emanate from the Night Hollow Amphitheater. It sounds like this is a well-journeyed individual and almost like a tomb robber per se, and that he came to this tomb. And there's another section of his journal that speaks about a revenant who was underneath this direct voice, this man betrayed who escaped death. Your book from the cultist, not the journal, but the one that was on the altar, is very much a cult-like Bible. It speaks of a revenant and his 9 faithful, a cold-hearted murderer with no room for no room for compassion. He sent his faithful away. Without their fiery conviction, his heart grew cold, and he succumbed to the ice within his veins. There's another chapter that the older individual was reading out loud, where he says, "A vassal must be ready for the revenant to rise again. 8 of the faithful have returned, their frozen hearts made anew." Another section reads about the final faithful drowned and will not rise until his cold heart is satisfied with death. Another section, which is sort of a final section of what almost seems to be a ritual of sorts, reads, "The revenant will rise when the hearts of the faithful are brought before him." And then the final words after the ritual reads, "Once reborn, only a blade of ice can banish his soul from this realm."
Well, maybe we need to find that cultist with the blue blade Sounds like that might be the only way we can actually rid this guy.
So, general outline, are we thinking that someone is taking advantage of all these cultists? Are they all worshiping someone? Are they trying to bring him back? What's the deal? Or is this all speculation still?
Do you still have that heart?
Yeah,
Just-
there's just a lot
Just
going
curious. Do the other guys have hearts? Like if we look at some of the corpses,
No, their chest is broken open.
all of them? Okay. So there's like hearts hanging around somewhere, right? Like the one that maybe that guy at the lake was the one, like Arvin's got the heart.
on. I don't know. There's a lot to digest here.
Not
What's
hearts.
going on?
Yuck.
Yuck.
But what if that was the last one? I mean, we don't want to do it, but we got to be careful.
One of what?
The heart. These guys don't have hearts, but didn't you find a heart at the lake?
That is true.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily need that one person. Like, they just need another person, right? Could be anybody.
I have killed a lot of animals, and I've seen people die, and their hearts do not look like that. There's something weird about that one.
I know, but I mean, something is targeting people, making them go mad, and then go up this way, and maybe they're taking control of the body somehow or whatever and adding to their ranks. So even though it may not have worked out on the person that we stopped, it's not to say they couldn't do it to anybody else in the future to take the place of somebody else.
So we gotta search this place and find some hearts, and like take all the hearts away, right?
We all are assuming by the journal entries in the books that there's someone behind all of this. There's someone either trying to come back from the dead or
So we're trying to steal his hearts, so we can't.
something.
We should find those hearts and have a bonfire.
Kaim
Yeah.
notices there was a door over here and he opens it.
Certainly an idea. What time of the day, night-ish is it?
It would be nearly 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah, I know we came over at midnight. If there's still threats that are imminent, it might be best to keep venturing on. If we think we hit some of the important people that we're following, I think it would be wise to back out and get some rest in the warm.
So, Kaim, when you open that door, that room is a little bit colder than the rest of them. There's a blue glow coming from a large sarcophagi on top of a dais, and you can see frozen black hearts around it.
I think you guys should come take a look at this.
What has he done now?
What the deuce?
We were just talking about where the other hearts are.
Dark in this room?
There's a blue glow that goes through most of the room.
All right, what's on there? A body with a sword? A sword? A blow? A glow?
It's a marble sarcophagus with an etched body on the sarcophagus wielding a sword. The sarcophagus emanates a ice blue glow This room is probably closer to -10 degrees, if not a little bit colder. And there are 8 blackened iced hearts around the sarcophagus.
I'm gonna go place the. I'm just kidding.
I really will shoot you.
Go knock one of the hearts off or something. Just now, and then before Kime goes and opens the coffin lid.
So I'm gonna move Panoply back a little. Before you turn around and walk down the stairs, you see behind you a pale, bluish-hued individual wielding a glowing blue blade of ice with ice blue eyes, and he stares toward Arvin and says, "The final heart of the faithful must be placed upon the dais." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Shit.
Oh, I'm sure glad I picked that up, guys. Huh? Huh?
We need proof, guys. Let me just carry it to him.
Hey, whoa! I think I remember you think it was a good idea at the time. Oh man! Protect me! Help! Please!
Get behind me.
Build a wall of echoes and Gilfies. So wait, was there someone behind us on the stairs that did that? I didn't catch that last part.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Great. Everything's fine.
We could take him. Unless
All right.
You always think we can take him when we're like dying.
Wait, see the blue glowy sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can take him. We've all got 5 extra hit points. Should be easy.
Put a image of him in. Nah, that's the wrong thing.
No.
Stupid.
Delete it. Awesome. That was cool. That was action-packed.
It's spooky too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Great
the
game.
I like the skulks.
Didn't like their claws, but I like the skulks.